Hello, and welcome to Steel Division 2. Welcome to Game 4 of the Generals Tournament here. We do have, on Slutsk East for you today, 20th Panzergrenadier Maverick, Erwin Rommel versus Tonnoman, playing 84th Maverick. So, Maverick versus Maverick matchup here. And it'll probably be an interesting one, right? We got another long one for you today. Going all 50 minutes here. And actually brought in a Yak 1B at the very start here. And it's actually quite light deployment for Slitskis for both players, in my opinion. Just a bunch of flamethrowers coming in down here. And the speed of the Soviets definitely doing something as the Yak 1B completely destroys the fuck of Wolf there. But there's a lot, and I do mean a lot, of units rushing in for this hill. Like, this is immense, and even or down south and the hill, I suppose. There's another fucker wolf that immediately goes down. So the Yak one actually got 2 kills, or was it just 1? Pretty sure it was 2. We did see that other one go down, so not a great use of that in the beginning there. Oops, something went down, but the Ogmachiki is right on with the flamethrowers. Double star Pioneer here. They do manage to get the Ogmachiki before the MG42 goes down, but then the Pack 40 that completely get eviscerated by the OB25. Yep, OB25. And now Azzetstopen. That's why there's so many units. There's a bunch of Azzetstopen in here, right? Which aren't worth anything. But Sniper definitely gonna be forcing off that flamethrower, and these units are like, you at least gotta bring in an MG42 or something, or like an HE thrower, right? IG-18. There's an IG-33 over here, but an IG-33 in the beginning would have completely blasted this. The problem is, if you bring an IG-33, you also need to bring an AA for it. But 20th Panzergrenadier has some of the best AA in the game. Actually, he's bringing one in here, one in here. I'm not sure if I like this too much. It can kind of help him like prevent the enemy from capturing this area, as well as exerting influence over this one in particular, and potentially into the just lighter areas of this cover. But still going well there as they do take on the Avtomachiki here. The Panzergrenadier does not manage to find it, and the Alsace are now running away. There's a Stug 4 coming in versus the KV-85. The KV-85 does not actually have a gun that's able to pen that thing. This is not a KV-85. That would probably be why. This is a KV-8S with a heavy flamethrower here. Does have a 50mm mortar. Didn't use it to kind of prevent it, but the Guards DP now catching out these units in the open, as well as the Avto is actually getting within 100 meters here. As the KV-85 immediately goes down. And now the MG42 with its double star are going to finish off the OB. And Stug 4 moving forward. There's just the Avto here. You put it in the church or something. Ju-85 coming in. And now this is one that you can definitely do the double thing in. Well, we've already seen the fighter here. And, ouch. And actually the Avto goes down. No, not the Avto. Both units go down to the thingamajigger. And the Panzer 454 now left to be dealing with the thing. Yak 1B is very fast. Pretty sure it'll be faster than the BF-109 G4. 590 versus 600. But there's an early IS-2 to deal with these Avtos. These Pioneers definitely need to get a move on to clear out those Avtos with these units here, and make sure that IS-2 doesn't get really anywhere in there. But Avto 2 health, KV-8S went down again, and now the Flamer and the Recon car went down to the Sniper, and the Maxim giving another flag over to Tonnoman. 37mm coming in for AA, preventing any more Stukas from coming out. But I mean, after the first Stuka, you really want another one. And now the IS-2 is lining up for a shot on that Stug 4. He's desperately running away. The Avtos aren't falling back correctly. They're bugged in the church. They can't get out of the front door. They're pinned down. I suppose that'd be the way to look at it, right? But yeah, IG-33. Really interesting to see an early IS-2 coming out here. Panzerstrike as well. All quiet on the southern front, I guess. But those Avtos are going to be absolutely held to this lodge. But I guess in the inverse, so is the Panzer 5-4. The 84th Guards does not exactly get like a ton of medium light armor, and especially not medium light armor that is actually capable of dealing with 105 and 100mm of armor. But I guess, you know, you don't need medium and light armor if you bring in an IS-2 right away. And now, that might even be smarter than bringing it down here, because if you bring an IS-2 over here, it's just begging your opponent to bring in an elephant to counter it, right? I can't remember if either of these... I'm pretty sure... No, wait. I'm pretty sure 84th definitely gets AT planes. So, he does have that going for him. It's certainly not more dangerous for Erwin Rommel to bring out heavy armor without support compared to Tonnoman, because these one does definitely not get anything interesting. Mostly get Stukas, and they're not the fun Stukas anyway. 37 mil is forcing off that BF-109. It is turning around, though, and I'm pretty sure in a straight head-on, the BF-109 would win. But now the BF-109 is going to just fly straight over that AA. The Ek-1's going to come back around. It's got to suppress it. Is the AA actually going to get suppress it quick enough? It is! And that's definitely going to go down, yeah. So, well microed there by Tonnoman. So that's some good game knowledge to know that the BF-109 wasn't just going to completely burst you down. Not sure if I'm a fan of the P&E field here when you've already got a leader tank, but oh well. As that's someone coming in and a Flak Panzer T-34, I would have probably opened with this and used that to completely clear up all this infantry, right? Because they can't touch the Flak Panzer, and the DPS of the Flak Feeling, it just fires so fast, like 600 rounds per minute at that 1.7, 1.6 damage, 700 rounds per minute at 1.7 damage. They completely eviscerate any sort of infantry, and because they're armored, right, like a PTRD is not going to get through its front armor. It's still got like T-34 armor mostly. Maybe you can get through the sides and stuff like that, but it's even better with the like Panther version. Now the SK-18's coming out here. SK-18's probably going to be used to try and clear off this 50 mil and the SK and the 37 mil. Guards coming in, another KVA disc. These SU-76s are probably your best bet for taking out the Panzer 5.4. Right, they do have that APCR. That's this is 3 APCR, but if that Panzer 5.4 just stays a little bit further back, it's going to be real hard to deal with. And now, after those actually go down in their transport to just to the like DPS of the rifles, so they do survive. But KV2 actually deletes that, and now the F2s are going to come in and at least secure a foothold again, while the OBs and Maxims are definitely going to be pushing in and trying to help kill off some of this infantry. There is a Panzer Strike really close here. He has also open R screening for the Panzer 5.4 though. And with that Flak Panzer coming in, it might get really tough down here. And this hill might be cleared off. It really depends on if these Su-76s can go kill that 5.4. And then also if they can prevent the Flak Panzer and this infantry from pushing further forward. But currently, hill going 1311. The IS-2 is providing good fire support, but whatever it was, I think the Panzergrenadier probably just would have popped out and killed the support units as they were out in the open in the 500 meter range, and they just got completely eviscerated there. Pioneers doing a good amount of damage here. At least with their MGs, right? Maybe not exactly where you want them, but not bad. As these SUs now are going to have trouble getting up there without getting looked at weirdly by a Panzerstrike. So good micro for now. Panzerstrike coming forward on this side is another one. As now we get more Avtos, more Gvardia coming in, just desperately trying to hold on to this town, I guess. Not desperately, slowly trying to push back into that town. Now the Su-76s are aiming at the Azatstolpen. Panzerstrike's probably got to get onto that KV-88S. Is that 200 meters? No, it doesn't see it anyway. So it's going to come forward and pop that. Yep. Boop. And Bluey. Pack 40 fails to get his APCR onto the IS-2. And I think you only get like a single card of Pack 40. Really, you need to bring in an elephant to kill this thing. That's the only tool 20th Panzer really does have for it, which is doable, right? And you has brought in an elephant here, but I'm not sure if I actually like the incomes for specifically the longer range maps. We'll see if it bites me in the back. If anyone's paying attention to the screens, I'm actually playing the only other long range map that's in the map pool, really, and Slutz West, which is the opposite side. It's mainly focusing over here, I believe. Or it's actually focused from this direction. This would be spawn 1 and that would be spawn 2, right? And you're firing, you know, putting over this, pushing influence over that side of the map. And actually, our AA has gone down, so the Stuka's coming in now to kill the SU. It actually does get a great hit there. The bump load on that the 500 and the 250s does mean, like, open top vehicles, they really, really have to be careful. And I don't really like the path this elephant's taking. Might give it a cheeky, like, side shot or something, but definitely will be able to exert influence over this whole group of units. But the Avtos and the Guardia DP did manage to clear out the infantry, as that's open are not very good at holding ground. As the Su-76 is now clear out the IG-33 there, so... This SK-18, though, is actually firing at the Su-76. And might actually just get the kill here, because it hasn't been moving. It's got radio, and we saw it last game. I guess it'll fall back before it does enough damage this time. But that Panzer 5-4 can pop out here and now kill it. If he sees it, he's got no recon or anything. The other so might be able to spot it quickly here. Oh, but the Zis-2 is going to get shots onto the 5-4 and get that kill if he doesn't notice it. It still hasn't been spotted. Flak Panzer's out of range, just barely, but if that continues advancing forward, it'll kill the Flak Panzer too. Finally spotted, but it does go down, and now the Flak Panzer T-34 are going to have to be very, very, very careful here. You got to pull that back somehow. Oh, please, we haven't seen the Flak Panzer eviscerate infantry yet. It takes one hit. Ooh, jeez. Still 1311. We get a 122 out for counter battery. More Su-76s. These are the artillery versions, though, so they're a lot more costly to lose, right? The exact same tank, double the price. Tell me how this makes sense. I guess balance reasons, right? As that's Toppen. Kind of go down to the AT again here. As now more as that's Toppen and an IG-33 are going to come in, but, you know, man, units unsupported by bombers. We did enter into B phase, so this is where all the income's coming in now. Unsupported IG-33s and stuff like that, not too amazing. And really, this kind of wants to unload like now, because it says it's open is just going to die again. It will stay alive a little bit longer because they get suppressed fast, and like that's an all right use of them. I would kind of say is because they get suppressed so fast, they actually lose less when fighting that. But the IG-33 is going to have to be fire positioned to kill the sniper here. He's jumping in and out of buildings now. 822 counter battering, and the Su-76s are probably going to be like screening for counter battery anyway. And while the Flak Panzer, oh, come on, you can leave it up there. Yeah, Flak Panzer is going to force off any AA for now. Focke-Wulst in now, and I forgot to do something again. Boom. Damn notifications, that was me, not you guys. IS-2 is going to be moving now, which gives a great opportunity to push the rest of this infantry off this flag, and then kind of rush forward and take this flag. Right? Like, you do have to kind of worry about these units, but if you manage to clear any units out of this particular position, you can really make good use of this road from that side of the map, right? Which is why often this side is considered better than the other side. IG-33 has still not been firing position. You really gotta just delete these buildings, right? Kill off everything that's in them. SK-18 is pinned down. The A-19, unlike the other Soviet 122, this one has a lot more accuracy. It's almost, well, not quite comparable, but 35 is way better than 20% on the M30. And so this one's actually, you know, decent at counter battery outside of radio range. Although, he might just have radio range, which is, like, downside, definitely of bringing the SK-18s this close to the front. It's kind of weird to see the Soviets having radio in the first place, but you got the Su-76 here, which, despite the fact that it can't actually fire indirectly, despite the fact that we have, like, indirect fire units in the AT-10 quite often, it's still got that radio on it. Alright, I think the M10s come to mind in 6 South African. That can do that. The IG-33 does finish off the Maxim, do secure this flag. It's got a 1410, and Tonnoman's going to have to figure out a way to force this flag, kind of. If you do put a unit in this building, it's basically impossible to take this flag without taking these two buildings, which will just force an engagement. So you can secure an easy flag there, but where does the second flag come from, right? And now a Flak 88, but the unit that's been brought in to deal with it is the ISU 152, and now if he doesn't Is that on the spawn road? You can't do that, man. I mean, you can do what you want, but like, we'll have to see if that comes back to bite him in the ass later. For anyone wondering, counter battery will just like pepper this area, and if you bring reinforcements on the road, it's gonna get plastered, which is why you don't do that. And so yeah, let's hope SG is still not firing at these things, and he brings in another elephant into the south for some reason. What happened to the? What happened to the elephant? Oh my god, I was probably focusing on something down south. I hope you guys saw what happened to it. Damn. Now we're going looking, I guess. That's not an elephant. There's an elephant! Burning like hell. What kind of AT would have that been? Like a grenade? There's literally nothing over here. Maybe the IS-2 got a sneaky shot on it? But the IS-2 was already moving. I'm pretty sure the elephant was alive at that point. But oh well. Argument cheeky. Did manage to clear off that as that's told him, and is probably going to pay for it. And now the IS-U is moving forward and can easily pick that off. You need recon. Like, you need recon. I don't normally do this, but I do definitely want to see what he sees. Okay, so he sees the ISU. Like, oh, no, wait. Yeah, okay. So Erwin Rommel sees the ISU. He knows it's coming. He's got to do something about this, and it's not push forward the IG-33, right? Like, the ISU, oh no. No, he's fire positioning it anyway. Well, that's certainly a way to do it too. As the counter battery war begins, and now the Katyushas are completely peppering this area. Oop. Before it can finish, the Panzergrenadier does get a good kill on that. A good hit on that. I wonder if the Flak Panzer will go down from this. It does. Wow, already damaged from the other thing. 2 Stug 4s, but now the AA has been removed. There's no way that Su-85 is... Ooh, ah! Really? An armor crack? That is some luck from Tonnoman right there. But I guess he needs it right now, being down 14-10. We've still got 30 minutes left. Spalling crit. At least he gets the crit and manages to trade, right? It's not a good trade because it's still, you know, a lot of points down, but I guess he lost the T-34 for it earlier. And now Superior Rocks in their unideal position. This issue was forced eventually with the Sturm Pioneer anyway. And the Superior Rocks, they are pretty good, right? They got the double DP, which isn't bad, but they still lose against Panzergrenadiers in that long-range engagement just because I think they like their rifles. I guess they got 5 SVTs, which is also not, like, terrible. ISU completely blasted that thing. And the 122 is currently winning the counter-battery war. Probably because the 150 is trying to focus on this Zenart to bring out, what's it called? Some more airplanes, I guess. Once again, fire positioning, exactly what you need to do, and if this isn't, like, responded to, that 88's going to go down, which won't be great, and we'll just allow the Maxim. I mean, the Maxim can already just open fire, right? So you definitely need a 30 down here, together with some AA. And a little bit questionable of a deployment, I think. I mean, he's currently winning, so what can I like criticize him for, I guess? But I love to focus on the center of this map in particular, right? Like this is where all the action happens for me. I love long ranges, which is probably why I'm taking 19th Tank Corps versus 21st Panther on a different match. We'll see that at some point. Now Avto's coming in, Katyushas, Zenart 37 mil, replacing it, right? I mean, he has kind of managed to shut down the AA, which should be able to bring him some more air, but I don't think, like, 20th Panzergrenadier has any air really worth taking. You know, the Superior Rocks with the Sturm Pioneer in the building. Actually, because they're in the building, they do manage to kill it. I wonder if the suppression is going to be enough for that Panzergrenadier to, like, actually win this engagement. That would be really funny. Can the couple of rifles... Yes! The couple of rifles win the day, but they don't surrender because the guard's Gvard is still sitting there. Now, double star elephant? He always just brought in a single star elephant. Now there's a leader there. IL-237's coming in, but there's a Flak 36 there. That's probably what killed the elephant, and probably brought in some bloody planes that I didn't see. And now there's a flak Panzer up there, so any airplay up north is definitely stopped. But another flak gun, another elephant coming in. A good call. The elephant should dominate, which should allow you to bring in some 2k HE and finish off these units. But he's out of 2k HE because he positioned the two of them really early, and then lost the third one advancing to the IS-2. Like, the one benefit you have on this side of the map is that you've got this yellow cover, and he was, like, in it. So you can pull back and really quickly lose line of sight of a new target, so they can't target you. And that's what you got to do with your 2k AT and 2k HE units, is fall them back when they start getting attacked like that, if you're just using them to screen. But anyway, Flak 88 coming in. Still being counterbatted by that 819. SK-18's not even firing. He is going after the AA. I can't remember how much AA exactly this thing gets, but the Katyusha's now rushing forward. Probably going to be aiming for that because he didn't ping it. And still getting the better here of this triple star. Stug 4, of course. Panzergrenadier might be able to take advantage to it. Maybe screened by the Panzergrenadier. It won't be too bad. Another SK-18 coming out. The Flak 41, it kind of really needs to get on target quickly. It's not even spotted yet. But, like, man, if that Flak 41 goes down before the elephant gets there. So, see, this ISU better hit, too. In the inverse. Like, come on! What is this? A miss? You got one more shot, and the Flak 41 is fired away. It does kill the ISU, and now the elephant is going to be able to get forward onto the IS-2, but it's going to be forced to fall back. The TU-2F is coming forward. There's no more AA, and, well, maybe the IL-2s were currently pinned down, but, like, this would be an opportunity to do it. And this IG-33 that he brought in to do this is now, this flag's going to go down, which should bring back the 12-12. And he's kind of lacking the 2K tools to do it. IS-2 does disengage from the elephant. They are really slow. That being their biggest benefit, but the FSOs are going to clean up these Flum Alphas. Unless it gets suppressed enough. Which it does! Wow, I'm actually surprised, but there's another unit there. It jumps out of the building in the wrong way and surrenders. I guess the Flum Alpha can clear out the guards TP, but there's another AFTO coming in there. Elephant rushing forwards. But as long as there's still units in these flags, and he didn't use the IG-33 to, like, get rid of them either. It's not going to be looking great. Katyusha's not used to fire at AA. Right? I guess technically they're firing at the Flak Panzer. While the SK-18s that are definitely susceptible to counter battery are once again firing at soft targets. Oh, now he's using the Katyusha to fire at the elephant. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what the point of this one was. But IS-2 out here. Probably won't be able to move forward as long as that elephant is there, but he is Katyushaing it. And given enough time, the Katyushas will kill the elephant. They're certainly going to pin it down and force it to fall back for the time being, but I don't think a single Katyusha barrage is enough to do that in any case. Come on, move your elephant just a little bit further forward. You can do it. Yeah, and I think the lack of recon is really hurting him here. He did bring in some recon at the start, but it went down, unfortunately, for him. Panzergrenadier losing against the AFTOs. Yep, that'll happen. Really need to be in the yellow cover here. So potentially a little bit mismicroed. He is gonna unleash them, and it looks like they did get bursted down, but that was gonna be pinned down. The MT-42s are not gonna come in on this. But it does get surrendered anyway, despite the unit nearby. Guess it wasn't a leader or anything. And that small push, not really pushing for a flag or anything, just securing a side position there. But IL-2's now coming in for the elephant. Flak 41 is going to be shooting first at the TU-2. Doesn't manage to pin him down. These IL-2s are really close together, though. They're both taking suppression, though, from the 88. And now... Oh, the IL-2 got him! Oh, man! Wow. Yeah. Whenever you're facing these IL-2 planes, you gotta start pulling back. Just because you gotta make sure that your front armor is facing forward, so always pull them back in the direction that the planes are coming in. Just to prevent that kind of thing happening. Now it's a 13-11. So Erwin Rommel would be looking at... He does need to hold on to his territory for another 25 minutes to win the game, right? And I think a single take will get him to about halfway. So he's got to hold on to that 12-12 for at least a little bit longer, another 5 to 10 minutes or so. Oh, and here we actually see the trick being performed, but smoke coming down on this. See, smoking that off. But anyway, the Flak 41's got to go down anyway, the ISU. And now that we're this deep into Phase C, are there even any elephants left, right? Like, if you brought the card in at 1 star, we haven't seen any Yak Panzers. Wow. Nice. Thank you, IS-2. Just eviscerate that. Give him the flag back there. Sturmpanzer are going to go down the Sepiri rocks. But this Flak Panzer, finally, we might be able to see it get involved. Ah, delicious. Just imagine an A-10 being fired. Alright. Bird. That's what I imagine whenever this thing's shooting. Oh, IS-2 has got to go down here, which is an important unit to have not go down, I think. I'm constantly waiting for another one that's not going to come, and now this flag's even gone over to Tonnoman. Like, he's got a good push over the hill, but is it going to be enough is the question. Now the 50 mil targeting the open top Flak Panzer here, pins down that. You can almost just like fire position the Flak Panzer actually if we're close enough to the units. They'll still pin them down. Lots more supply in now for these Katyushas. They do suck supply like nobody's business. You know, this Maxim's going to come in, clear off this as it's open. Another elephant, but like, it's not going to be 2 minutes until we see another AA piece from Erwin Rommel. Well, I guess he could bring in the Flak 36. But even the Flak 36 is like 90 points. I guess not. 80 points. So at least another minute before we see it coming in to protect that elephant. And those IL-2s are just going to have complete free reign over it again. Maybe not a terrible move to bring in. You do need something to counter this ISU. But they didn't seem too severely suppressed. And for some reason, the ones with the bombs, like the special IL-2s that are in 84th, they get a lot of power. Like you said, power. They reload really quickly is what I wanted to say. So yeah, and he hasn't been really using his units effectively to push off this hill either. Or rather said, Tonnoman has been doing a great job, right? Always damn. Friday, it's so all over the place. Pretend to be positive. No, always be positive and reward the guy that's doing a good job versus belittle the guy that's doing a bad job. Erwin Rommel's still with it. He's doing great so far. But he hasn't managed to push off this hill. And Tonnoman has definitely done a great job of defending it. Just putting these units here, just barely covering this flag, right? Trying to hold on to as much territory as possible now. As the SUs continue to fire here at the Totem. For whatever reason. Now, the SF-150 is going to be getting involved in that. And yeah, like these have been on counterbatted the entire game. They haven't actually, they've killed 1 unit. Right, they're on it again. I guess they were being used for something else. They were firing at the elephant for a brief moment there, I do believe. But, yeah. Come on, Elefante. Please tell me he actually sees this. Like, the Panzergrenadier is gotta have good enough recon rate. And, you know, one thing I really like about the German super heavy tanks is, unlike IS-2s, they actually reload and shoot fast. So you can actually catch out units without having to wait 4 minutes for a freaking reload. But saying that, it just missed 2 in a row. 3 in a row? Come on. Like, come on. It's not that inaccurate, is it? What's the chance of that? 45%? And now you got to crit because it's a freaking ISU, right? Oh, man. Luck definitely not coming in there, but shooter knockout. Gotta get that aim again. Please don't tell me he has to re-aim after every shooter knockout. A 4th miss. Come on. Come on. Just kill the ISU. And now it's falling back. Please don't tell me that gets out of range in time. It does. I am slightly miffed now. Just slightly. Panzergrenadier in phase C. Definitely a good move there. Oh, we'll get another shot in, and we'll just force it to fall back again. What the hell? What the hell's the point? But now the IL-2s are coming around. Bum, 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 bum. It's looking for targets. I don't know why they're going over there. The flak panzer's still here. Superior Rocks deleted. Flak panzer's definitely going to kill those IL-2s. There's the flak 36 up there as well. Oh, don't tell me. No way! No way! Wow, the IL-2s, 2 IL-2s and a flak 36 is enough to fucking make a gun run like that. That is crazy. I mean, I think it was damaged before by something. So, at least there's that. And now the elephant is wasting its precious HE shells. There's probably no CQC left to deal with this either, right? Like AVTOs are certainly the late phase CQC that you do want. And 84th just creams 20th Panzergrenadier in the terms of CQC. Katyusha's reloaded again. This elephant's still relatively healthy, though. Like, the Katyushas are unfortunately not that great against super heavy tanks unless you use them with in conjunction with something that can actually kill. The MG42 went down, probably to the ISU just blapping it. Now he's slowly moving forward, and we're probably going to try and get on target on this ISU. The whatever happened to that ISU up north, it did go down. Elephant's definitely been able to keep wraps on this entire northern area the entire game, which has been very useful. A22s do finish off the second SK, and you know, like, as long as he's got the ammo for it, and we've only seen 2 supply trucks maybe, like, as soon as he's done dealing with all this artillery, he can start using it for himself, which definitely, like, favors him in the long game. Still, Tonnoman definitely has to get a move on, as he's only got 18 minutes left to now get a double take. I think we are in the territory where you would need a double take. He has been taking it a little bit, but a single tick definitely wouldn't put him all the way down here in 18 minutes, I don't think. Another crit? Another driver knockout? Eh. Don't tell me this little, like, dinky AT gun got a freaking hit on it. And the Stuka, of course. Oh, it does land. Huh. Loses line of sight of the Zenart and now flies straight back into it anyway. As the Panzergrenadiers are now going to have to move forward. The biggest problem I would have is trying to deal with this Maxim. Because the Maxim will just project power quite well. What is the point of this? Desperate times call for desperate measures, maybe? SU-76 still doing lots of, like, chip damage onto the infantry here. Oh, but the Panzer DP do manage to get the find 37. And this used to be micro, probably. Whenever you're facing, like, Zenarts like this and stuff like that, they actually have great ability to fire at ground targets. Like, we see the flak feeling do it as well. But if you make them re-aim, so just like hop in behind cover, bat over and back in, hop over here, hop over there, hop over here, the Zenart never gets time to aim. And just wins. And now double Katyusha barrage again, firing for that elephant. Probably gonna pin down everything and might even kill off the infantry, which might give the flag back to Tonnoman in the temporary anyway. As the Panzergrenadiers are now slowly moving forward. The transport down here haven't gone down to the 42. The artillery failed to kill the AA, so Stukas aren't going to get too much use out. Transmission damage on the elephant. So it took some kind of hit. Still looks pretty healthy. But I guess the transmissions on those units. Man, Slutsk is so buggy for me. You'll have to excuse the clouds and the grass and the flying of the physics objects. Double IL-2. Whatever happened to that flak gun? He definitely called in a flak gun earlier. Man, this has been such a pain for him. If you're running, like, that fighter to kill him, maybe? While the AA was down? But, yeah, it's hard to say. These flak 36s are really not doing the job. The IL-2s just have so much resilience. It's honestly kind of dumb for a plane with AT guns to have very good resilience, right? Every single plane that does that is absolutely amazing. But usually you get like 1 in B, right? I think the Ducks, not only are they slower than the IL-2s, but the Ducks in various divisions with the 75mm our way. And the elephant went down. Lack of recon, side shot to the IS-2. But anyway, what was I talking about? The, frickin'... I can't remember. Right, the planes, right? The freaking IL-2s. You don't get two of them in A, and they don't also come with bombs. Like, it's only in this, and I think 26 guards that gets them. But they're just so much better than all the competition. Now the Aptos are going to clear up all the Panzergrens, because the Panzergrens, of course, can't fire anything useful in the 100-meter range, and these are 2 stars. And this Apto might just, like, run up to the elephant and shoot it. It might actually just get the kill. T-34 goes down to the Panzerschreck, another flak coming in. Desperately trying to protect it. Still haven't managed to kill that SF-18. This flak gun, that came in a million years after the fact, is now getting blasted, and there's no way he's going to be able to afford another... I mean, he could be able to afford another elephant. Question is, does he have another elephant in his deck to afford, unless he's taking like a C-phase card? We've seen 3 gone down. 3 have gone down. Which would have been the A and the B phase card. And so he's got at least one other elephant, I think, which is sitting there. Right. You bring him in 1 vet, so he's got 1 in B there. He's got another B phase card. We saw 2 die down here. And then the 1 dying in the beginning there, the A phase card. That'd be my guess, at least. But now the ISU is free range over it. It's 2 flags over here again. If he's got some like armor transfers or something, which he doesn't. But if he did, he could just rush past these and capture these flags as well. And this MG is probably not long for the world with the ISU firing at it. So I guess it's taking on the Panzergren first. Elephant, Panzergrenadier DP. 1311. Tonnoman really has to start moving here. What a match. A 3rd Katyusha? This might have been a B-phase card Katyushas, which would have done it. But Elephant gets a good hit on the T-34. And the flak gun actually here is going to be able to keep infantry off this side of the town, funnily enough. Stug coming in here, though. Another Stug coming in there, so no Elephant for the foreseeable future. He's maybe hoping that his just excellent position on the hill and in the town gives him the victory here. Which, like, Tonnoman really needs to be using this T-34, parking it somewhere, and then using the superior rocks for all the CQC stuff. But, like, the units are slowly building up over here. They're at a lot higher veterancy as well. The Aptos, of course, just getting chopper free, but now the Shrapniki are getting involved. Superior rocks soon. SF-18's will sign ammo. Blitz could come for it. Katyusha's reloaded again. These are firing now at the flak guns. That's probably what happened to the other one. So he has been using them for direct fire, right? And that's the importance of artillery, guys, right? Or at least moving your AA. Which is why, normally, 20th Panzergren is really good at this, because you've got mobile AA. But, yeah, if you're using it on the front line, there's always a chance that they're going to die. And then you lose your mobile AA, and you're stuck using the dinky second-line German options of the Flak 36, and I guess the 88's okay. But it's not very mobile, so it's certainly susceptible to artillery. Oop. Strafs did get forced back. The Flak 36 is still alive. This one's going to come in and probably kill off that T-34. The Stuckboys are very good at it, after all. Superior Rocks could, once again, hop into this building. These are an influence over it. That Panzergrenadier is certainly not stopping him. But if the Stuck gets in there, and now T2F, IL-2s, this thing's still pinned down like crazy. One's going for that. They're both going for it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, and the Katyushas are enough to kill it anyway. Finally, right, the HE damage. Oh, but this too gets the Stug 4, meaning the T-34 lose another day. All these Eftos getting pinned down, though. Not great. Stug 4 is going to be able to kill off that T-34. We see, is this going to come in? Is this too? Throw that, another T-34. It is still a 13-11, 10 minutes ago. Is this enough to, enough tickets to actually win in that amount of time? Like, at what point do you just start Q moving units forward, right? Because this down south, like, this can definitely overwhelm the flamethrower. And just do it. It'd be an easy win. Right? Not that he knows that, or how much is down there. But now 14-10. He needs another flag for like a solid 3 minutes, I think, to pull off this victory. And so the pressure's still on. Oop, T-54 is going to go down to that Stuger. He's not careful. And he's not careful. Champagnes do manage to get back into this forest, so it's just going to be a problem. Unless they double team the Superior Rocks, will win that, but they're going to go through the Gvard's Come Ready first. And the Come Ready is not going to stand up, which will just shift the fight into that guy's favor anyway. And the A-19 is doing a good job keeping all these flak guns pinned down. It's pretty good fallbacks, but like the next barrage that comes down on this flak 36, for example, or that one, well, it just dies anyway, will finish it off, which will once again let those Stukas, not Stukas, they're not Stukas, IL-2s fly free. Like free birds. Guitar solo. Unfortunately, I'm not Hobo Tango, so I'm not playing it because I don't actually want to deal with anyone's legal team today, as the Spear Rocks get pushed off. But now there's no long-range real infantry or tanks. I suppose this shug's coming in to clear off this armor. And the 50 mil is going to be doing a good job at pinning down all those infantry. Still on 50 mil this late in the game? That's crazy. And he's even taking them one vet. Somebody tell me, why would you ever vet these? Or maybe they come in like vet default. I don't know. But finally this gun's back online. Might go for the A again. But at this point in the game, like, is it really gonna do it? IL-2's coming in. TU2 might lose line of sight. Oop, nope, it doesn't. Manages to get that just in time before this flag pins it down. And now these A-19s are probably gonna switch position. Alright, this flag's got back. It's 14-10 again, but he needs to find one more flag somewhere, I think. Maybe? It's actually getting real close now. So 8 minutes left in the game. Panzergrenadier still firing. With a support here, that's gonna go down. The Yezis Open are not gonna prevent anything. He could literally rush this Strafniki all the way forward without too much resistance. Another Stug coming in. Like, to where? To the hill? I guess they're all coming into the hill to get as close to the flak 36 as possible, which goes down because the Strafniki was shooting at it. They did take a lot of damage in return, but I think that flak gun was way more important to kill. Just because you do have the recon planes and the Stukas to use in this match. Really disappointing that not more is happening down here. Like, this could have been over 10 minutes ago. But, you know, hindsight 2020, player awareness is what it is. And it's been pretty good play from both players so far. Like, I've been really enjoying this match. T-34s, S-76s, Stug 4s. Man, just being shot at by the M42 here. Panzergrenadier, DP. Has got foresight off, and it's never going to have a real chance at pinning the Stug 4 anyway. But now the Katyushas are reloaded again for what looks like the third and final time, as all of the Studebekers have run dry. There's always taking a second card of it, or like an RD card of it. It wouldn't make sense anyway at this point in the game. SF-18 all reloaded. That's not going to make it because the frickin' Zenart, and can't target the Zenart without knowing what's there. But all those recon planes died earlier because he brought them out in the opening. But as a 59, it was a 59 for a brief moment. He brought those Strafniki and infantry up forward. That might have been enough. Bum. Back to a 13-11. Like, Erwin Rommel needs to get that tick under control, like, now. He needs to put this Panzergrenadier DP basically on this flag and then not fall it back somehow, which is going to be a tall ask. The MG42 does pin down. It might kill this Zis, but it's a 14-10 again, and that's the breaking point, I think. And now we're seeing the edge of the match here. 5 minutes left to go. Little hope for General Erwin Rommel here of the Fox's clan, I think. I'm not sure. I've seen this player before. I could have sworn he was a Fox's, but he doesn't have Fox's tag right now, so who knows what's up with that. If this armor goes down, even there might be a chance to put this infantry forward. with the support of the Stugs, but the IL-2s are just going to come in and ruin his day at some point. And the Katyushas are about to fire anyway. I wonder if he just completely forgot about this one. Weird to not see them synced up, but I guess not too worrying. And now this Su-76 with the... Really not. Doesn't get the hit. But the Katyushas might be enough to finish this off. It is. Look at that. And now you only got one Stug left. That is currently pinned down. And you've actually got to turn the tick back to a single tick now. To push it back over. With 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Give or take a little bit. As the artillery's trying to kill the AA, and the AA has been moved. So, well played for Tonnoman for being able to keep his AA alive longer than Erwin Rommel. And now the T2. Where's the Stukas? Come on, they're going to come eventually. Are we even going to see a fighter? Probably not. Still nothing going south. Artillery desperately firing away to find new targets. And these 50mm clean up all the infantry over here. So, there comes the Stuka. Only one of them. Guess you only need one when you've got a completely uncontested amount of troops here. And the might of 84th comes in, and he's actually got to go in for the second kill. The BF-109 comes in to deal with the Stuka. That's not a Stuka again. BF-194, it pulls a really weird one. I probably could have kept going and actually killed that thing. Maybe not with its suppression. He might have gotten too many misses, but now he's moving all his infantry and all his stuff forward. With 3 minutes left on the game. ISU's gonna finish off that. Maxim's pushing forward. This stuff's not gonna hold through too long once an ISU is on top of him. Ooh, TU2 does go down to the G6 U4. And, like, if you had brought in the commander with his... that's a lot to ask, right? The Tiger Buffet Panther. Buffet Panther? I think it's Buffet Tiger Porsche, actually, in this division. Together with the flak feelings, they might have been able to kill the AA, or the airplanes, right? Particularly the Recon, when it was just blindly pushed forward. He did actually manage to capture back this flag. But I think with 2 minutes left on the clock, that's not going to cover this. Why is it always like the tick goes faster when you've only got a couple seconds left on the game? Jeez, you're winning for the whole game, and then, you know, in the last little stretch of it. But I guess I misjudged it after all. And yeah, so well played by both players here. 50 mils coming forward. Boom, boom, boom. Kaboom. Yeah. I don't think there's too much to look forward to anymore. Funny that the SF-18 didn't die after all that time. 2 minutes left. I've completely run out of things to talk about. Excellent play here. I think I really like the use of Tonnoman's artillery. He used a lot more in counter battery, which was really important for the late game. Like, if those SK-18s had stayed alive, they would have been able to kill a lot more targets. But they were a little bit too far forward, first of all. Right? Like, you can put them that far forward. It's not that bad. But generally, you're putting them behind the lines anyway. And you've got radio, or had radio, because he had, like, he had a card of leaders in A. I'm pretty sure I saw an infantry leader. He has the Stug leaders in C, would be my guess. I think we've seen, like, 4 of them by now, which should at least be a B phase card. And then he also had the 5-4 leader for the A phase, right? So he had a, like, radio throughout the entire game. Yet he put them all the way up here, which put him in radio range whenever the SUs were playing around here. 1,500 meter range, put them in radio range of the A-19s, and they just performed really well. Like, they never managed to kill the SF-18, and was never punished for all the counter battery, because he never brought anything in that road, I guess. But, yeah, so that was well played by him. I think the Katyushas did a good job, like, whittling down the units. It's now 15-9, as the rest of this infantry gets cleaned up. T-34 is cheap tanks coming in. The division did a lot of work, I think, in the fact that Erwin Rommel chose to have this match dictated in the hill and this town. Like, it worked, but he eventually lost out on the efficiency fight, I think, with Tonnoman. And Tonnoman really put in all his cheap effective units to good use in fighting in that close quarters areas against Erwin Rommel. So yeah, as we close out this game, 9 seconds left on the game. Congratulations to the Allied team for, I think, win number, what are we on? 5? 4? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Game 4. For the four win streak here. 5,165 kills, so 3,445. Damn. Even as a picture of Erwin Rommel. That's cool. Yeah, like, losing these recon planes, I think you only get 4 of them anyway. The other one probably went down AA. So he couldn't attack the AA effectively once those went down. Especially just losing 2 like those in the beginning. They're not bringing in his own AA. Bringing in his own AA too late, especially against this division. Against 84th, like, because they have 2 Stukas in A like that, you gotta bring in your AA. But this IS-2, man, MVP here, getting 2 elephant kills, side shots. That was really well done by Tonnoman. He like reversed it back and then moved around as well and into the town. I'm not sure if I caught that on camera because I was talking about something else at the time. And then sniped it because there was no recon on the Panzergrenadier guy's side, which, like, we saw an Aufklärer in A. We can probably find that it went down somewhere here. Yeah, Kuba MG in the Aufklärer. But he didn't bring any more. Like, it's 20 points for a recon is so important because you need to be able to see with your big tanks like that. But yeah, ISU did well. Katyusha getting the kill on the Flakpanzer on Stück 4 there. IL-2s on the Elephant. All right. Well done. Good amount of combined arms here. Well played to Tonnoman. But commiserations to Erwin Rommel, for the play. He certainly did a good job controlling the flags right up until the efficiency of his division started to catch up with him. The big expensive tools started falling, and then it became harder and harder to justify all the expensive stuff, especially with IL-2s floating around, right? So yeah, Ferry did have something to say about this one as well. But no custom made meme this time. Just if Steiner attacks, everything will be all right. And then in relation to I think he was calling Tanner, P. Yuri Tanner. He was saying was Steiner, right? Which is kind of scary because Tanner is actually my opponent in the next game, playing 21st Juggernaut versus Homer. That's not the next game. It's a game. It's happening tomorrow. Whatever. I'll stop ranting. We'll see you for that one eventually. We got a couple more games to cast before that then, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.